In more recent times, one of the biggest challenges I have been experiencing has been people's emotions, particularly under stress because of their physical status, because of how business has changed with this whole situation that we're living in right now, and how we cannot really rely on projections quite like we used to. On days that you would think it would be dead, it's actually busy, and vice versa. Just the whole I feel drained, and even if I take time off, I don't recover type of feeling. But something that I encountered a lot was, let's call it, the consequences of low morale, which is when all of those things combine and it affects you to an extent where your morale can either be high or be low. The thing that I have experienced and witnessed most often has been disagreements pretty much costing friendships. And that got me thinking, as pretty much everything ever does, right? But should disagreements cost friendships? And for me personally, my opinion on that is very simple. No, I don't think it should. I think that disagreements should strengthen friendships, only because if you prefer to hang out with people who mirror your values, you're stunting your growth. It is good to expose yourself to people who are different from you, opine different from you, think different from you, and grow from that. But if you like to be a resident of, I guess, an echo chamber, I think that is where you begin to do more harm than good to yourself, because at some point reality is going to hit you that, as compelling as you think your point of view is, even if you have the best of intentions, it doesn't mean that it's still the best thing out there, or that it's going to work for all of us. And for me, it saddens me to see so many friendships and people turn on each other, and just seeing friendships end. But when I think about it critically, I also like to think that it's either this is the final opportunity for someone to realize that they need to expand their horizons a little more when it comes to their acquaintances, or that the friendships that they're losing currently were not real friendships from the start. So how do you guys look at it? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you see where I'm coming from? Or do you have something else to contribute? For me personally, I really think that this lets you see people for who they really are. And I cannot emphasize that enough. Every time I have a conversation with someone about this type of thing, I always tell them my favorite thing about March 2020 until the present time is that I feel like it really, really brought out people's true colors. You see people exactly for who they are. You hear them exactly for what they are. And I really cannot be grateful enough for that. And some of it is sad, of course. Some of it is overwhelming. But I would rather discover the stuff now than later. But anyways, you guys, that's pretty much it from me. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you soon.